guys, it's Kendall. Welcome back to my channel where now know things the K-Biv way. So obviously you can read, hopefully. I just want to talk to you all about the hotel, or it's actually called a guest house, I believe. But basically just the location that I did stay at while I went on my first black female solo travel trip. I did go to Puerto Rico a couple days ago, so I just wanted to just give you all, you know, kind of a view and a little tour of the place where I stayed. So basically, you know, it was my son's birthday May 31st, and when I found out that he was going to be going to his dad's house for his birthday, I was like, okay, well, let me do something for me. Let me book a trip, you know, let me go somewhere. I had been seeing, you know, like different solo travelers posting about their trips and just going places, and I've never really been anywhere further than California, and Puerto Rico is of course closer to where I live than California, but you know, it's kind of like, you know, in the Caribbean or Caribbean. I would say Caribbean, but it's the Caribbean. It's on an island south of Florida. So I wanted to go there. I had never been. I always just felt like, you know, I've been studying Spanish for quite a while now, and I just felt like I wanted to view the culture. I wanted to see the people. I wanted to see what it was like, you know, after the hurricane. You do kind of see different things in media. So I was just like, let me just, you know, get online and book the you know, the first thing smoking out of this joint. So I pretty much did that. And I was looking on Expedia, I believe. I tried to do like the bundle trip. And this place was one of the cheapest, but the pictures online really sold me, and I'll enter some of those now. But I just thought it was so cute. It was so chic. It looked really cozy and comfortable. I think one of their taglines might be, you know, the place for travelers or something like that. And all the rooms just looked so nice and fancy, but also quaint at the same time. So I decided on that place. It was kind of just a spur of the moment thing. I went ahead and booked it. I believe I paid less than $300. I'll enter it here also. Now that I look back, or even like maybe a week or two after I booked the trip, I realized that I probably overspent a little bit. Just for, you know, solo travelers' sake, I could have spent $100 for the whole trip, if I'm being honest. And this is one of the things that I'll mention in my what I learned while solo traveling videos. But when I first got there, well, I also saw a few videos. I think they have a YouTube channel. I'll link it down below. And this video is not sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to share with you all where I stayed and kind of, like I said, shorten the video of my first vlog. So yeah, it was really cute. When I first walked in, I kind of felt like I already knew what to expect because I had already done a lot of research on what the place would be like. But when I walked in, it was so it just felt very tropical. They had a lot of plants. They had a lot of like little I want to call them Buddhas, but I'm not sure if that's the right name, like statues. They had, so it looked like antique furniture or some things that they like revamped. They had a lot of hammocks. It totally just took my breath away, and I do feel like the experience was a little bit better than you know, possibly staying in an Airbnb because of the scenery and because of all the little things that they did to spice up the place. Also, another thing that they did that I really liked was that they supported you know, local artisans. So they had handmade soaps, handmade jewelry for sale. But I just thought that was really cool that they did that. By the way, this is or was a vegetarian bed and breakfast guest house, so they did ask that you not cook meat there. Like, so I wanted to respect those rules, and I did. But one thing that I did not like is, I guess I should have taken the initiative to get my refrigerator number, because they do have communal refrigerators. Man, the number of the location in the refrigerator that was mine. So I did place some food in there on my first night, and then the next morning I found one of the workers, like, she had thrown my food away. And I don't think she meant any harm. It was just that maybe it was in the wrong location. Maybe I put it in a spot where someone, you know, had left and she thought that they just left their food in there. So that was kind of an inconvenience. But again, I guess I could have done more to possibly prevent that. This is what you see when you first walk in the room. So just to get into the details, I guess you can, you know, put some little stuff here if you want to have like a notebook or you know, just anything, a candle, anything that you wanted to put there while you're here. And I really think the color scheme in here is really beautiful. They also left me a note and it says, wait for it to focus, just letting you know not to damage their stuff. But the receptionist was really nice. I don't know if this is her place and she owns it or she just works here, but yeah, there's a view out there, like the view of the street. And then there's this antique clock here. Well, I don't know if it's antique, but it has a vintage look. And then they have this mirror here with the plant. That's really cute. This is the whole corner. Some more pros and cons. The pros for me were really, you know, just the way that it looked, all that they had done to invest and to just make it look really nice. And also my room was really cute. I showed you all that. And then they did leave some of the well, at least in this one particular room, they left like the curtains open during the day, so you could see in there. And I did get a view of what it looked like in there. And it was, they have different size rooms, so if you're coming with, you know, a spouse or you going on a little vacation or whatever, like it was really cute. And they, like I said, they have different sizes and different themed rooms. So another pro is that, you know, if you are vegan or vegetarian, you know, they do cater to that. Another pro is that they offer tours. So like I said in my vlog video, I didn't get a chance to go on my tour because no one else has signed up for it. So you need 2 or more people to sign up for the tours in order to, you know, make it worth the while. So they had to cancel mine, which ended up working out, I guess, because I just got to explore my own. But another thing is that they did have yoga. I think you could have done yoga on the beach, or you could do yoga under the stars at night, and that looked really cool. I did see some people doing it. They had an instructor. Another thing that they did offer was in-room massages, and I think for couples it was like $170, and for just yourself I think it was like $80 or $85. And of course, you know, all of these things you wouldn't be able to get at Airbnb. So I just thought that those little add-ons were really nice. And if you want to take advantage of that, then, you know, it could really make for an amazing trip. Another thing that they did was I just felt like it was always clean. Like I never saw trash on the ground. I never saw, you know, like the bathrooms were always clean. They do have communal bathrooms, so you don't have your own bathroom. You don't have your own TV, which to some people can kind of be a con, I guess, because, you know, like what if it's raining one day, or, you know, what if you just want to watch a movie or just, you know, sit back and watch TV. I know here on the mainland in America, like TV is very essential. We like, you know, to just watch TV, but they didn't have any TVs. And that might be a pro for some people, because I did feel like you guys saw the note, hopefully, that they left me about they have they try to help the environment. So maybe that's one of the causes of it being vegetarian. They talked about how they, you know, source the water and how they heat the water using, I forgot what it was, some type of environmentally friendly thing, as well as the electricity that they use. The sheets that they use, you know, are, I don't know, I'll try to find information and put it down below or put it in the video. But they were just, you know, they were just really open and honest about all the things that they were doing, or they felt like they were doing, to be environmentally sustainable, or whatever the proper term is. But I felt like that was really interesting, and it really helped me feel like, you know, that I was making a difference a little bit. So the location also was really convenient. It was maybe like 2 or 3 minutes away from the beach. So on my second day at 5 o'clock in the morning, I did get a chance to go watch the sunrise, and that was really, really nice and peaceful. Again, well, also they do offer, they give you like beach equipment. They put beach towels on my bed, so I thought that that was nice, because it wasn't just you know, like bath towels. They gave you beach towels also, and then they have beach equipment there that you can, you know, take and then bring back. So that includes beach chairs. I think maybe they had like umbrellas and some other things, but that was really nice. And then of course, like the staff was really nice and helpful. I don't really remember anyone's name, but I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 women and a guy, and they were just very helpful. If I had any questions, you know, they were willing to answer. They gave me a tour. They told me about everything. You know, when you're walking by, they speak. Yeah, so it was just really warm and welcoming. I think that's it for the pros. As for the cons, like I said, this video is not sponsored, but I can't really think of any cons besides the fact that it is, which can be a pro or con for some people, it is in a gated community, and not too far away. On my second day, I did take a walk, maybe like 10 minutes, and you really get into some really bad neighborhoods where you see like drugs, homeless people, you know, like it just looks like it's a pretty rough area. So that part of it, you know, really helped me feel secure. If you're driving and, you know, maybe like you have a car, if you feel like the car is not gonna, you could feel like the car is not gonna get broken into or taken advantage of, because they did have a ranger that was keeping track of who was entering the gated community, who was leaving, yada yada yada. So that made me feel safe, but it was also kind of an inconvenience, because when I was walking and trying to get out of the gated community, some parts of it were locked, and I didn't know who was keeping, like, how do I get out of here, you know, like where exactly do I go? So I did have to walk a little bit further to kind of like escape the gate. But again, I think I would much rather, you know, feel the comfort and just the safety of being in a gated community and having a tad bit of an inconvenience, versus not, you know, being in a rough area and not feeling that, you know, security, if you will. And of course, I would say the last con would, I can't really say it's a con though, for all that I felt like was offered, but the price was not as expensive as I saw in Puerto Rico and in nice areas. I did see some ones that got up to about $200 and even like $300 a night. So it wasn't bad for all that I felt like I received, but you know, you could definitely find something for a lot cheaper if you're just looking to go for a weekend, or just looking for somewhere to stay where you're not going to be, you know, just hanging out in the room or hanging out in a hotel. Just looking for someplace to sleep at night, I would recommend you probably get like a $50 Airbnb. But if you're looking for somewhere to like give you, what are you, oh my god, if you're just looking for someplace to give you you know, like an experience, then I would definitely go with this place. Like I said, they had hammocks everywhere, and you know, they had like lizards just roaming and running around. They had like birds. You know, the sky, it's open, so it's not like you walk in a building and, you know, there's I don't know how to explain it. Like you can sit outside technically, so that you can see the sky from the inside. So it's kind of like a motel, I guess. You know how like a motel they have the center, and you can stand in the center and you can see the sky. You know, if it's raining, you'll get wet. It's kind of like that. So I did enjoy that aspect. Oh, another pro is that they give you the keys to the actual place, and it is locked up. They do lock it at night. So if you want to leave at night and you want to come back, or you know, like you go somewhere after, I think it's 10 o'clock, the gate is locked. So that is another pro, because it's like anybody can't just walk in. You have to actually have the key. So that made me feel really safe as well. But yeah, like I was just chilling around the place, laying in the hammocks. You know, if you just want to read a book, if you want to journal, if you want to take a nap, like it was really, really nice to just, you know, be able to lounge. If you wanted to get out of the room but still stay in the place, in the guest house, and that was really nice to be able to do that. So that's pretty much, you know, where I stayed. If I had to do it again, I would definitely say that I would probably go the same route. But in the future, I feel like, you know, like I have already started to plan my next solo travel trip. Or maybe, you know, like I'll go with some family. But I think when I do that, I'll try to save a little bit more money by doing an Airbnb. And of course, I will share that experience with you all. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, you can email me. You can leave them down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of this place. Have you ever stayed there? Have you ever heard about it? They did win a few awards, you know, for just being a nice location to stay at in Puerto Rico. So I'm happy that I got to experience it. As always, I love you guys. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Gate. And I've been home for like, what time did church end? I guess, no, maybe, almost 3 hours, I guess.